She could have either A, forced them to not talk game to their own lines, or B, if they wanted to talk game in front of them, she could have just been listening to them all of it, or it got tied in or roped into an alliance just by default because of the fact that she's there to listen.
Yeah. She should have made it her enemy and try to get them to be her ally. I think that would have been a good game move. Or, again, like what you said, is stop socialization. Like, you're just pairing with your best friend who you spend time with the entire time. Like, she could have turned her punishment into an advantage.
Into a power.
Yes. And she
Shit,
didn't
link
really...
yourself to the HOH. Shit. Now you in every conversation. You could have linked yourself to the HOH. Yeah, now you in every conversation, and you can't be put on the block because an HOH is on the block too. How about that?
That's not the way it works. But no, she could have built a relationship with Haley. So if the veto stays the same, which one of these three do you want to go home? I hate to say it, but I would be okay if Chuk left. He's barely on the show anyway.
I will also hate to say it, but Chuk can go. But I do, it's weird voting on for the brother, but like, and he's Nigerian too. But putting that aside, just the game wise, Chuk can go.
Yeah,
Haley brings more to the game.
Entertainment.
Huh? She brings entertainment. Yeah. She's a villain, so we need villains.
So we start Sunday's episode off with everyone confused on the vote. Melody should have went home, but she didn't. Everybody's acting right now. Most people are acting right now. Like, oh my God, what happened? Are we not a unit anymore? Kamu's pissed. Haley's wondering, like, okay, what happened? Like, there's how many people in my alliance and how many people voted for Melody to stay?
That should not adding up. That should not adding up at all. She was shook. She said, what? How?
Her face was shook. And that's, again, D last minute. Her and Devin worked together to flip the house, and they got Lyric sent home because they knew Lyric was coming for them.
The Icons are running this house.
They are running the game. This is them. This is proof that they just ran the game. Like, D came to Devon's with this thing. They pulled in Angela. Devin started having side conversations with everybody else, and then they all band together like, yeah, we get Lyric out. Even the Giggles Alliance wanted Lyric out. I think Melody and Mallory were always closer anyway.
Drew and Mallory obviously were going to vote for Lyric to go home.
Melody.
Like,
vote for Lyric to go home.
Yeah, I said that right?
I don't know what he said. You kind of went out a little bit. You know what I just realized?
Mallory and Melody can call themselves Eminem now, since there's no more Lyric.
That should be their final two name, Eminem. But they always been closer because Lyric had Rome, and she was spending most of her time with him. So them two were always the besties who had their other friend. You know what I mean?
Lyric was nowhere.
They were never going to keep Lyric over each other.
No, of course not. I wouldn't blame them because she was always up Rome's ass that she forgot to play the game.
Yes. No, Haley has a weird moment on her face because she knows she had this moment with Lala where like, hey, who's the vote? And she's like, it's Lyric, right? And she's like, no, it's Melody. And so Haley confronts Lala and was like, who did you hear that from? Lala's acting confused. She's dodging the question. She played this very well because Haley didn't keep pushing it on her. Obviously, she knew it was fishy, but I was just like, wow, Haley, like, she really trying to get to the bottom of who crossed her alliance. And it's really what she's trying to find out is if it's Kamu. That's what she's really trying to figure out. But the thing is, Kamu wanted Lyric out, so I don't know why she would think Kamu and her allies would change on her. Like, they were fighting for Lyric to stay. So, of course, they voted Melody out. You know what I mean? But what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I hope you have a slideshow with Lala baking or cooking in her two-piece. That shit had me weak.
And with the heels on.
Yes. I was cracking
Taylor
up.
even called her out on it.
I was cracking up.
Everybody is saying that they voted the way they should have voted. We all know it's not true. D acting skills were on point on this one because she was looking hella confused, knowing it was her idea the whole time. I can't with her. That's why she my girl. D is running this house and she's running it well. Yash and Chuk, and I said this on my last video, these two need to link together. Nobody will see it coming. They're both on the bottom of their other alliance and they need to join together. But everyone seems that they don't really trust Chuk. Everyone's thinking that Chuk is one who didn't vote with the alliance, even though he actually voted the way that they all should have voted. But even Kamu and Haley are, and it's not looking good for Chuk. How do you feel about the Toolshed Alliance kind of like breaking apart right here? Like Kamu said it himself. He's like,
he's done with the Toolshed
not
Alliance.
All of us voted together. So
the Toolshed
that means ours done.
The Toolshed was full of loose tools anyway. They weren't as strong and united as they should be. It was not even a shed. It was probably cardboard boxes. But now with that vote, it reveals that Yash is a part of their team because he voted with them. You ever think about
that? He's not part of their team. He just liked Lyric. Lyric was his final two.
Well, but they didn't. They left him out of. They left him out of Bad and Bougie though.
Well, who is that? That's Taylor. Who's Bad and Bougie?
No, there's no bad. It's an expression when someone gets left out. The baddies kept using it too. They left you out of Bad and Bougie. But Yash wasn't looped in.
I thought there was another alliance maybe.
No, Bad and Bougie probably. If anybody wouldn't call themselves Bad and Bougie, probably Taylor and Lala anyway. And Taylor would be bad and Lala would be bougie. But what I was saying is that they didn't loop Yash in on that because they didn't trust him or they wanted him. They literally, wanted it to be known that Yash was the outside of it, like so that there is still somebody else out there that's still voting with them. But
yeah, so they wanted to hide their votes.
Yeah, so they wanted to hide their votes.
So they didn't want two other people were not supposed to vote to keep Melody. But more people did than they expected.
Right. Revealed too much.
Yeah, so it revealed too much. But we get to do the wall comp, one of the most iconic.
This is a prime example of what I was talking about. This is fun for them, but it's not fun for a viewer.
It's boring for us.
Because all we're doing is watching them stand on a wall for hours. I'm not
and we're listening to all their confessionals. But this is a good way. I don't know. I still like it. I still like watching it. I'm so mad. I'm the one who told you to watch it on the live feeds, and then I forgot about it myself. I was so mad. I wanted to do it. I stayed up watching America and Cam and whatever do the pressure cooker challenge.
No.
And these are just ones, finally a challenge you can see on the live feed. It was going to be so dope. And I'm so mad I missed the opportunity. But
it's because Lala, they're 3 hours behind. So we're tired here. 12 o'clock. There's 9 o'clock and at night for them.
I know. Lala
like it's weird because
winning.
No, when we do the live action, like 8 o'clock Eastern, whatever, it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon over there.
You said the LA. Live action, the live eviction.
Live eviction, But when they go live, it's only 5 o'clock. Like that's why they all have energy. They probably they can do the head of household right after it because then it's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's go do a challenge real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they can do
exactly. I realized they do most of their HOH challenges probably at night then. Because they kind of do the HOH right after the eviction night. I don't know if you knew that. But this is the wall comp. Lala ends up winning. She's the oldest person ever to win the wall comp at 58 years old. That is crazy that she outlasted all them people. These fucking athletes, pro athletes at that.
I have a comment.
What?
I was watching online. Well, I was watching it, and someone online said the same thing I'm about to say. Her long sleeves, she has more grip than everybody else because everybody else is wearing either short sleeves or their hands are all wet from the slime, whatever they've been throwing at them. Lala has a strong grip because of her long sleeve. Yes, granted, apparently somebody else wears a long sleeve. I think they said D. I can't tell in this picture. But I really kept thinking to myself, I said, this is how Lala wins because Kamu, even though he slipped up and he messed up, Lala should have been failed. If she wasn't using her I don't know. Maybe next time they'll do these wall-coms, everybody has to have short sleeves on because
I
really
get it.
do
What is
think.
did she have the long sleeve over her hands and using it as grip?
Yes, I'm about to show. Hold on, I'm about to show you an example.
No, but did you actually see that? Or she is doing that. I have the image right here. You don't even need to go show me. I see it.
Yes, see, she's doing that, and now she has grip.
I did not know that.
And all she has to do is literally just put her ass against the wall, which looks like she's doing, and hold on. She's not getting any slime in her hands. It's not making sure that she's guaranteed to win. She's still putting her effort and everything like that. But I do feel like that is not a fair advantage. Like, you know,
I would feel like you would slip more like that, but I guess not.
Apparently not. She won.
But she's so happy that she won. She's crying. She's in disbelief. She's made history. If she didn't do anything else this season, she at least did that.
Amen to that.
And I love that for her.
I'm so glad she finally is doing something. I probably, you know, because I was number one, I'm tired of seeing her cry. I want to see her go home. Remember that a couple weeks ago? I was like, I'm over her.
No, don't change your mind now.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. I didn't. Definitely didn't.
I still don't like her. I mean, it's not that I don't like her. I just don't care for her. I don't. She can go home today, yesterday, tomorrow. I don't care. I don't want
the only older person in the seasons I watched that I did not want to go home, and you already know who I'm about to say. My girl Felicia, whatever her name was.
Felicia.
I loved her. Oh my god, that woman is too funny. I want to meet her in real life.
Maybe Lala can change my mind because I remember I didn't really care so much for Mallory, and now I kind of like her a lot. So maybe Lala can do something to change my mind and blow our minds.
You know what she can do that will change my mind? Put up an icon. I told you, that's all somebody got. The first person to put up an icon, they're gonna get America's favorite. They gotta hurry up and do it though, because it's about to be time to vote for America's favorite.
After Lala wins, Drew and D have this talk. Like, I think we're good. Like, we just kind of voted with her. We can have her go after the red corner, which includes D, but you know what I mean. The trio, because the trio, Haley, Kamu, Chuk, I guess don't have a fucking name.
They don't.
Mallory is sent to the BB time capsule. Finally, the one person who we wanted to actually win wins, but she gets a punishment. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Speaking of her punishment, I saw people online were saying, which I didn't think about it until someone put it in, when I read it. She should have put somebody else to be linked to rather than a friend.
I was thinking that too. And they were saying maybe like an icon or something.
She could have either A, forced them to not talk game to their own lines, or B, if they wanted to talk game in front of them, she could have just been listening to them all of it, or it got tied in or roped into an alliance just by default because of the fact that she's there to listen.
Yeah. She should have made it her enemy and try to get them to be her ally. I think that would have been a good game move. Or again, like what you said, is stop socialization. Like, you're just pairing with your best friend who you spend time with the entire time. Like, she could have turned her punishment into an advantage.
Into a power.
Yes. And she
link yourself to the HOH. Shit. Now you in every conversation. You could have linked yourself to the HOH. Yeah, now you in every conversation, and you can't be put on the block because an HOH is on the block too. How about that?
That's not the way it works. But no, she could have built a relationship with Haley to the point where, not Haley, Lala. Well, Lala's already good with her anyway. Yeah, she should have just chosen an enemy and try to use that advantage to turn them into an ally.
That's what I would have done.
Again, she chooses her bestie. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Because Melody looked good in that. Drew was loving it too. He said, you know
Drew said, this ain't no punishment for me.
Taylor is basically using this as her HOH. She's happy. She's like, I'm about to game for 2. I'm about to tell Lala who the fuck to put up.
Taylor might win. She's starting to play now.
She's been playing, but she's starting to be a little more out there now. But the thing is, she's doing
playing
it a little
for 2 is very smart.
She's doing it too noticeable because D is starting to catch on to her, and D's
being fed by production. I'm done. D's being fed by production.
D knows how to play. She's a survivor.
D can't know every fucking thing. I love her, but damn.
Now, Josh, again, was just trying to make an alliance, a connection with Chuk. He ends up talking to Kamu, but he feels better with Kamu. They both express their distrust in Chuk. Kamu is kind of playing like, they're not really him, Haley, Chuk, Haley. They're not really my alliance members anymore. My alliance is blowing up. As you can see, we didn't vote together. I'm ready to work with you guys now.
But you guys
good
literally
gameplay
all
by Kamu.
voted together. Huh? But yet they all did vote together, so they should be solid.
No, they didn't vote together. The tool shed alliance.
He's talking about the tool shed, but you shouldn't have cut off Kamu you shouldn't have cut off Chuk and Haley because Chuk and Haley got your bag. He thinks they're the ones who didn't have his bag.
Yes,
but
and that's what
they all feel the same
ironic
way. But
part is that they all feel the same way, but
all of them
together.
still voted together. So I don't get it. Like you guys,
but no one knows who the vote is, and they don't believe each other. And this is what the crazy part is.
And this is why the icons need to go. But at the same time, this is why the icons are the icons, and they're running out because why would you think that it wasn't your own teammates? Why would you first? It was meant to put doubt and break up that alliance. But why would y'all first thing to do was to just not believe your own friend, your own best friend in the house? When has Chuk ever not voted with you?
That's what I don't really get. And maybe something happened on the live feeds. Maybe they're saving this for later in the week to explain. But I don't really understand why people dislike Chuk. We barely see him. He's boring to us. So I don't really know why even Kamu would trust Yash so much over Chuk as well. And why is Yash, Lala, and Taylor the people he wants to build an alliance with? Why isn't it Melody and Mallory? Because I guess he maybe definitely knows Melody and Mallory are going after them. I think he did put Mallory on the block. I don't know, but they need to give us more conversation and more backstory behind this thing, because even though this is a good adapting move for Kamu, I just not why these people? And then where do you, Haley, and Chuk really do stand now? I feel like we didn't really get that this episode.
We don't know anything.
But Lala ends up putting up Haley. She knows she don't like Haley. Taylor kind of put that in her ear. Originally, Taylor didn't want to put Chuk up because they wanted to not, put up someone from their culture, but he's just untrustworthy and he's an alliance member of Kamu and Haley. And then Barrett is just up there as a pawn. So now everyone has literally been on the block except for Kamu and the icons, the people running the house. And this is just proof that they're running the house. Because I don't know why Lala didn't put Kamu up there. And she never said hey, Kamu's my back door. But now they have an alliance with Kamu.
So Barrett just needs to win that veto so they could put up Kamu. And say that he's
I don't think they're going to put up Kamu. They made an alliance with him.
Tell him he's the pawn then. Why does Barrett have to be the pawn?
I think they're going to try and put up... I think they're going to try and put up an icon. I mean, that's what they should do.
But two icons can get out of it. One can't. So put up Angela. But they don't know that.
Yeah. But they don't know also that Devins has the diamond power veto. So I think Devins will use it to keep D there too. So if one of the icons do go up, it's a possibility the power will stay in play. But I think, yes, they should hold on to it as long as possible.
Oh, God. I would have put up Chuk, Haley, and Kamu. That would have burned the less bridges for Lala. She wouldn't have to put up a pawn. The only thing is, if one of the three of them were to come down, then it would be hard for her to put up a fourth nom. And then that will be her hardest part. But then just hope somebody else wins. But I guess that's why. I don't
understand why Devins is up there. Devins got her strongest allies out the house. She was a boo-hoo crying when Rome left. Devins threw him under the bus. Jason left, who was another one of your friends. They were in your Mama's Angels alliance. Put up the man who sent your alliance members home.
Not just that. The house believes that the icons were the first couple people to get the powers, right? And I don't know who said it, but someone said it last week to get them to flush out the power. Put them up. That would be the only way to flush the power out. Now we know what it is, and they're already forced to use it. Next time we figure it out, but everyone wants to play a scared game. That's really the problem. I will flush out the powers, put all the icons up and see what powers they got. I bet you they use them now.
Also, Lala hasn't even said who her real target is. I think it's Haley, But I just don't get, why is it not Devin's? And she never said like, oh, if Haley takes herself off, I'm going to put up Devin as a renom. Devin's is my backup target. Like, she never mentioned who her backup target is. I guess we'll obviously know in the veto episode on Wednesday. But it's just kind of like, why aren't you going after Devin's? He took your allies out. And who put Lala on the block last week? Was it Kamu? I think Kamu put Lala on the block. Yeah, because Jason went against Mallory and Lala in that competition. Yeah. So like her back, Kamu and Devin should have been two of her nominees. And then you throw Haley in there if Haley's your target. No. And then you put Chuk up as the renom. Like, that's what should have been.
It should have been Kamu, Devins, and Chuk, because the guy has been nominating on mostly girls. So let's get the guys out, and then her backup nom should have been Haley.
Yeah, but
since to be fair, Haley didn't put her up, and that's what Haley thought was going to save her for not putting her up in case Lala won. So I do understand where Haley's coming from. Like, why am I getting put up because you're dragging me into this trio group? Lala, like you said, I think you're right. Lala should have been Devins, Chuk, and Kamu. No Barrett, no Drew. She don't need to put no whatever. She put up an icon.
Yeah.
She put up an icon and the person that puts her up. So she's not getting any new blood in her hands. She's getting the same blood. She's putting up Kamu, who put her up. Same blood. And then she's putting up Chuk just because he's a part of that thing and whatever. She could just tell Chuk, you're just up there. You're not my target.
No, I was saying Kamu, Devins, and Haley, and Chuk as a renom if it gets there.
No.
Because those are the three people she wants out the house. But they don't like putting them up as initial noms because they can play in the veto, which gives them an extra chance to get out. But if you put up three of your targets, three people who you want to go home regardless, does it really matter?
One of them's guaranteed to go home.
Yeah. So I'm like, she had three perfect people to go after who she didn't really have to get new blood on her hands for.
These noms suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really don't get why Barrett's up there. It should not be Barrett.
The only one Barrett's the one I really don't think, it doesn't make sense to me. But I really don't think it was a good move for her to put up Haley. I get the house doesn't like her, but it doesn't do anything for Lala's game. She didn't put
Lala doesn't like her. And it's because Taylor doesn't like Lala, Haley.
But that's my point.
Remember, this is Taylor's HOH.
Oh, I forgot.
And so Taylor...
And if Taylor takes Lala to the final two, Taylor wins.
But Haley is also trying to... Yeah, she is. Haley is trying to take out Taylor, which is Lala's number one. So she knows she's coming after them. It's not bad that she put up Haley. I think she just... The other two noms...
I would have put Haley as a renom. That's what I would have done.
So if the veto stays the same, which one of these three do you want to go home? I hate to say it, but I would be okay if Chuk left. He's barely on the show anyway.
I would also hate to say it, but Chuk can go. But I do, it's weird voting on the father brother, but like, and he's Nigerian too. But putting that aside, just the game wise, Chuk can go.
Yeah,
Haley brings more to the game.
Entertainment.
She brings entertainment. Yeah. She's a villain, so we need villains. He's too nice, but we need someone to play the villain because then the show keeps going entertainment wise. Barrett,
no matter what,
no matter what, there'll be a villain.
No matter what, I want Haley to stay. But yeah, go ahead about Barrett because I want to hear what you have to say.
Barrett is a sweetheart. He can stay. He's like, I really do feel like Barrett is a sleeper. We're sleeping him.
Me too. Because I was about to say it too. I knew you were going to say something.
We are
like
sleeping him, and I can't wait till he awakens. But I told you, like, when we had our first impression, he gives me Michael vibes. But he's not winning in the comps. But I don't know. I feel like he'll come out of nowhere.
He will. Mm-hmm. Mental comps are starting to come up. I don't think his strength is the physical comps. But he knows that he has to strike because he knows he's at the bottom. So he's going to wait for the perfect moment. And he's going to be the one to play it correctly. And then he's going to start winning at the end. I think he's going to be like, I think you said this the last video, that he's going to be the Morgan of the season. Where Morgan wasn't really too much in the beginning of the season, but she was still connected. She still was relevant. She still had a strong alliance. And then she just steamrolled at the end.
That's why Ashley didn't bring her to final two, because Morgan would have won.
Yeah, and I think Barrett's going to end up having that. But yeah, that is the start of week 5 of Big Brother 28. We have Lala, HOH currently, and these are our 3 nominees. Again, please come back weekly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be putting out definitely 1 video a week. I'm trying to do 2, maybe 3 if I have some time. So if you like videos like these, please comment below. If there's something you wish you'd see or you had any input or comments, please do that as well. And don't forget to stream everywhere you listen to your podcast. And good night. Love one another.
I feel like the Big Brother music's playing right now.